Hello everyone, Night Guy here, and gonna take the time to do a quick review on my SnakeEyeTactical tanto machete, tactical tanto machete, more like tactical. Go ahead and give you a little bit of background on this. I've had this blade for quite some time, and I'm just finally doing a review. This is actually one that my beloved wife picked out for me in one of our trips to the Daytona flea market, to Sword City, one of my favorite places to go. I picked this one up for under 25 bucks. I believe it was about 20 bucks, which honestly I consider to be a little bit pricey for these. But I bought this one by itself, and you get a lot more deals when you buy them in bulk, even if it's from a retailer. Obviously, they get, a lot better discounts wholesale. And there goes that SnakeEyeTactical mark again, which I think is pretty cool. I love the way that looks. What can I say about this blade in particular? Very similar with any of these, stainless steel. These are like just sheets of stainless steel that they cut into blades, and then they wrap some paracord or string, shoelaces, whatever they're using. This one kind of looks like just honestly shoelaces to me. This one actually has two plates of wood on either side of the handle, the tang, which there is no real handle, it's just the tang and two slabs of wood wrapped up in like a plastic, synthetic leather kind of wrap there, and then the lace wrap to create a handle. With blades of this nature, sword-like objects of this nature, and trust me, I have plenty. For what you get for the money is really not bad. Yes, this is straight tactical, mall ninja category, but you really can't beat the prices on these, and sometimes you get decent blades. I went with this one in particular because I thought it would be a good cutter, being that I was a beginner, and I was right. This lovely tanto edge there that you could see even kind of has a forward curve. So essentially this whole bladed portion, from here to here, you can see the curve we're running along there kind of reminds me of a katana. That's why I picked it out. Let me get some measurements for you there. So I'm sitting at about, from the beginning of the bladed portion to where it ends, at about 14 inches to the furthest point up here. And this thing cuts very well. So, for under 25 bucks, you get this nice blade with these three little throwing knife things. I really wouldn't recommend throwing them. They just don't have the mass behind them to really do any real damage. But they have a good point. They're pretty dull. I might try sharpening them up. But these would mainly just be thrusting implements. They're designed to kind of look like kunai, I guess. But they're not going to function the same way at all. Similar with, I guess you could call this a sword-like object. I'm going to call it a tactical machete. That's what I'm going to call these from now on, honestly. It just doesn't possess a lot of mass. So, when you cut, if you start coming up against an object that has a lot of mass, you're going to get a lot of resistance in this blade. But for smaller targets, it cuts really well. I haven't done any extreme torture testing on it. I love the point. This thing has a very nice point on it there. Very good for thrusting. A little off-center, but still not bad. I can get both hands on it. So I can definitely pull off two-handed cuts as well as single cuts. The only complaint that I have, when I was doing some cuts yesterday, I uploaded practice cuts with this. Go ahead and check out that video. Let me know what you think. right here. This little edge did start digging in my hands, especially when I was hitting a little bit more mass in the targets. And that hurt a little bit, so I had to get some gloves. But other than that, this cloth wrap, if I just do one-handed cuts, this cloth wrap, this wrap job, not cloth, string wrap, is actually better than most of the other ones that I've held before. So, this one in particular, if you come across it, I know SnakeEyeTactical is more of just a vendor. I really don't think they make these themselves. I've seen this design without the SnakeEyeTactical mark on it. So, I gotta say that, it's probably not them that are making them. But if you come across this design, I found them online, and you're considering it, I think it'd be a decent buy. They're not expensive. You're not really gonna go wrong. Let me just get one last measurement here. So if we were to go from the serrations, where these serrations start, I guess you could say that's where the blade starts. It's not really sharp down here. Kind of. But not like, where the blade starts. You got about 17.5 inches if you went all the way down from where the handle wrap starts, or I guess you could say right here where the guard is, the last guard for your hand. You got about 21 inches of blade. So they may tell you that it has 21 inches of blade. I would say really only 14 as far as handle is concerned. Check measurements, go back. We got about slightly over 8 inches of handle in length. So, a real decent piece, inexpensive, extremely lightweight. This thing doesn't even weigh barely over a pound. You can definitely use it one-handed. You can definitely use it with two hands. You can thrust. You can cut. My only complaint with these guys are going to be these cheapo sheaths that they make and use. Unfortunately here, you can see the bottom. After having it for years, it's managed to pierce the bottom, so the blade will actually be exposed, which is incredibly unsafe. Whether you're carrying it or transporting it, I like to hang these on my wall, and you see that blade goes right through. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I'm going to figure out a way to wrap that. Might just re-sew it, use another tougher fabric. Either way, that's the piece one last time. Check out the practice cuts. I'll be doing some more torture testing. I kind of just noticed also this kind of has almost like a false edge here. Pretty cool looking. I guess you could almost theoretically sharpen that if you wanted to also. I may try that. Let me know what you think on the ideas of that. Let me know what you think of this blade. All right. I will be focusing on some of my easier cutters. I'm trying to take my practice cutting a little more seriously. I want to get better at cutting. So this is the first one I uploaded. Sorry about that. I have also a katana coming in soon that I'm going to be uploading a video for. Go ahead and check that out. Just one of the cheapest high carbon steel katanas I could find. Full tang, etc. Fully functional. Well, they say it's fully functional. But, one of the most inexpensive ones I can find just to kind of demonstrate a point. Mentioning that blades of this style, like I mentioned before, this kind of reminds me of a katana, tend to be very forgiving on cuts and very good for beginners like myself. Let me know what you think of that. All right, and thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned for more. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you enjoy what you're seeing, show your friends, share it. Thank you. You guys have a great day.